See?
You seem obsessed with facts and...
No, I'm not obsessed with anything. You're the one's getting obsessed about it.
I'm not being obsessed about it, John. The guy has just cost me 300 quid. Legitimately.
You keep saying that.
Well, yeah, because it's a fact.
Yes, I know that.
I didn't change the tyres on my car for the fun of it.
But you've got to prove that to the police. Have you not? Have you not? What is the object of seeing the police? It's to get him nailed. And to nail him, you've got to be able to produce evidence. You've got to have either seen him yourself, and you can swear on oath that you've seen him, or you've got to produce a witness that saw him do it, or some other tangible evidence.
Well, tangible evidence as in a recording. A recording of him not denying.
Doug. That recording.
Fine, then I'll go to the police station tomorrow and I'll completely waste my time. That's fine.
No, well, I don't know. It depends how you put it across. That's right. I'm trying to help you to put it across in a way that.
All right. Well, give me your super tip that's gonna make this case.
I've told you several times.
Come on, what is this super advice that you're gonna give me that's gonna make this case? Come on. You know what evidence I've got is just a recording. It's just my word that it has happened. It's the word of the driver that come and picked me up from the fucking because my cars were shredded, my tyres were shredded. I mean, there's a string of people that have actually seen my car in that damaged condition.
Yeah. The first thing you failed to do is to take.
Yes, I'm right. Yeah, I'm so fucking angry.
Okay, that's the first point. You haven't even got a picture of it, which may well have helped your case. All I'm saying is, Doug, you've got to fucking be able to.
John, I know all this.
It.
I know all this.
There you go. Then. So, what
are you
getting hot under the collar about then?
If this, sorry, what?
What are you getting hot under the collar about?
Because you just seem to be kind of like being quite combative.
I'm not combative. I'm trying to put some sense into your argument for you.
Okay, well then, if we fail with the police, fail with the police, John, I'll give you my solemn word that there will be trouble in this house caused by me. And that will be in the shape of him getting thrown around this fucking house.
Thing to say.
No, it's not. No, it's not, John.
Say it to the police.
No, it's not, John.
You'll end up in prison.
So be it.
What's the fucking point of that?
So fucking be it. I'll hurt him. I'll fucking hurt him. Do you want that in this house?
Where does that get you?
Do you want something like that in this house? Yes or no? Quite an easy question.
It's not even. It's so stupid. It's
not stupid because that's how I feel, John. That's how I feel.
Well, you better unfeel it then.
No, I can't unfeel it. That's how much damage he's caused me.
Well, then you're not going to get very far, Doug.
Then so be it. If the police can't do something about it, I'll do something about it, and I'll do something in my own fucking way.
Well, to duff him up, you're going to.
Duff him up is not a fucking thing. I will kill him. I will annihilate that little peasant.
Yeah. Okay. And where are you going to end up?
Doesn't matter. Happy without him in my life.
Oh, that's happy, is it?
Yeah.
With young girls.
Yeah.
Come on, Doug.
Yeah, because that's how I fucking feel at the moment, John.
That's not a sensible thing to say, but you know.
Doesn't matter. I'm not bothered.
He's
driven me to that point, John, that his life will be fucking finished if I can't get some kind of closure on this. And that's either him gone, yeah, and this situation sorted out, because that's the only way it's going to get sorted out, is by him leaving this property, or I will fucking leave, in one way or another, whether it be in handcuffs by the fucking police, because I will fucking tear him apart. And I'll show him what fucking harassment's all about.
Hopefully, there's going to be enough evidence, you put it, and providing you put it across the police in the right way, that there's going to be a situation where he's going to put his hands up to the police about it. That would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, be nice, yeah. Make my job a little bit easier.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? It would.
And then I'd deal well, yeah.
Right. But that's an entirely civil matter, a police matter, nothing to do with us here in this house. Or nothing to do with the landlord. What we're concerned about is his behaviour in the house. Now.
So just because his behaviour took place outside the house,
that's right.
On, as you said, the public highway,
yeah, exactly.
You don't associate that with the house, no?
No, not at all.
Because I would put that in the same concept because it is to another member of this house's property. Just because it's not in this property doesn't make it the landlord's problem.
Well, it's not. It certainly doesn't come under the landlord's jurisdiction.
Well, it should, because we're both tenants of this house.
No, but
and it's both damage to private property.
No.
What, you don't... You
Can't agree with that.
No. Okay.
I think...
All right, so just because it's not inside this fucking dwelling doesn't exist.
That's right. It's not on the landlord's property.
Right, so I'll tell you what I'll do, right? Okay, when I do the fucking cunt, I will drag him outside the property and then be nothing to do with this place, will it? Absolutely nothing at all, John. So that's what you're saying.
Don't keep threatening.
I'm not threatening.
Don't keep threatening.
It's a promise, John. He will get hurt one way or another.
That's stupid, though.
It's not stupid.
What's the fucking point of talking
because
like
he has just cost me £300
so
for his spiteful, malicious, vindictive behaviour.
So you think duffing him up over 300 quid?
Yeah, I do. I think that's very justifiable.
You ended up in two years.
It's very justifiable.
You think that's
very justifiable, John?
You're obviously not thinking about your mother when you make stupid statements like that, are you? What would your mother say if she didn't hear you talking like this? I know.
Okay.
Very fucking stupid.
So then either you do something about it, along with the police, or I will. Because at the moment you seem to be sitting so far on the fence, it's unbelievable. You keep using jurisdictions and this, that and the other.
Doug, listen. When it comes to the law, he has committed an offence against your property on the fucking highway. That's a criminal damage. It is nothing to do with the landlord here. It's not on the landlord's property. Even if it was on the landlord's property,
you stick to your black and white opinion, John.
I'm telling you, it's not black and white opinion.
Well, it's very black and white.
Well, it's the fact.
So say you.
Well, it is. Well, and common sense, isn't it?
No, it's not common. Common sense would be that the two are actually quite linked quite closely. That the fact that the two residents that are involved both live in this address, but the damage has occurred to something that's outside this address that belongs there. I have every right to park my car in that spot without it getting damaged.
Yes, that is a matter for the law, for the police.
But you're just being, you know, there's no.
Don't. It's fucking stupid. That it's like saying that.
John, go away.
No, don't tell me to go away either.
John, I've had enough of this conversation. It's very boring.
Yeah, because you don't want to listen, do you?
It's not about not listening, John.
Yes, it is.
It's not about not listening. You always think you're right. That's the thing. You always think you're right. You're never wrong, John. If it doesn't exist in John's world, it's wrong.
You're never wrong when you are.
No.
I mean, you're the classic example of it. You are. You're talking shite here. You've done nothing but talk shit for the last fucking 20 minutes.
Okay. Talk shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Right, I'll talk shit. Okay.
I mean,
time to leave, John.
Don't tell me. I'll tell you when I'm going to fucking leave.
No, I'll tell you. This is my pay rent for this fucking room. I'll tell you when to leave.
When?
Can you please leave my room?
Listen.
I'm fed up with this conversation.
Listen. Well, you might be fed up with it, but you'll fucking listen.
I will. Not.
You listen, mate. If you know what's fucking.
Are you threatening me now, are you, John?
Oh, God, don't be so silly, Doug. You know very well that it's common sense.
You had a car sitting outside and some little mug come and slashed your car tyres, made you put your hand in your pocket.
Yes, I would.
And cost you a lot of money.
Yes, I would
when you
go
haven't
straight
really
to the
got
police.
it.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with this house. It's nothing to do with the landlord. I would go to the police. I'll make sure that I had a witness, if possible, to do it. That's
right.
what
Okay, John. Okay.
Well, okay. What would you say then if something happened? You two were working away on a job somewhere. Okay, say up in the bloody Midlands, all right, and the damage occurred up there. You think it would be anything to do with this landlord?
It's a stupid question.
No, it's not at all, Doug. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter whether it's 100 yards away from this house or fucking 50 miles, does it?
You just based so much on technicalities. You are.
Doug,
you really are. There's no kind of common ground with you.
You know what I'm saying is absolute sense.
Okay. Yeah. I skip
right.
that.
You know it's sense.
Yeah. Okay, John.
You know it's a,
yeah. You're so right, John. I agree with everything you're saying.
Now the other matter of antisocial behaviour involving only one other person in this house, that's you, that's a different matter altogether. That is the landlord's fucking jurisdiction. Now, if If he had been hassling everybody in the house and causing a fucking problems to everyone, that would strengthen your case even more, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm the only person that lives above it and gets affected by it directly.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very for me.
Well, it is unfortunate.
Yeah, no.
It is.
And because of that, I've got absolutely no jurisdiction, no rights whatsoever. Because there's no proof. There's no proof that it's harassment. Yeah, you said it, John.
All I'm saying is that he plays loud music, only you can really be disturbed by and hear. Now, if you want to make an harassment charge stick against him on that alone, then you're on pretty thin ice, I would say.
Well,
yeah,
okay. That's kind of proved another theory of mine, that you're absolutely no help whatsoever in this whole harassment thing. You know how many times I've complained to you. You've heard it. You've heard it yourself.
Man. How can he be harassing you? That was silly.
Oh, you bigoted little fucking cunt.
Don't you fucking talk to me like that.
You are such a bigot.
Why?
Just because I'm a grown man, I can't be harassed.
But tell me, how is he going to harass you then? How has he harassed you? Tell me.
What,
playing music, that's harassing you, is it? Come on.
Get the fuck out now. Get out now, please, John. Get out now, please, John. No, I'm finished with you. No. Go away. No,
You want my You want my help, mate. And you want to knock on my door and borrow fucking 20 or 30 or 40, 60 quid.
I've never borrowed 20, 30, 40, 60 quid.
Just watch your attitude.
Really, John?
Yes.
My attitude?
You've borrowed a lot of money from me. Don't give me that shit.
I've borrowed a couple of fucking scores off of you, John.
A couple of scores, more than that, mate. Don't give me that shit. And I've been very, very considerate to you about your rent arrears.
Go on, I knew you was going to go there.
What?
I knew you was going to just go there.
Why? Go where?
John, stop this conversation before we fall out.
Go where?
Please. Can we stop this conversation before we fall out?
Go where?
John, can we stop this conversation now before we both fall out? I don't want to fall out with you. I'm asking you nicely.
If you fall out with me, mate, you're going to be the loser.
I'm asking you nicely, can we please stop this conversation now?
Hold on.
Because I do not wish to argue or fall out with you. I'm asking you nicely, John. Please.
Will you shut up a minute and stop fucking rabbiting? All I'm saying to you, Doug, is this. I entirely agree that he's something fucking wrong with him and that he's a fucking pain in the arse. I couldn't agree more. But we've got to put a case, possibly put a case to the landlord.
How many times have I complained?
Hold on. Let me finish what I'm saying. We've got to find a big concrete case, yeah, to make the landlord say, yes, this man's an absolute fucking menace. We're going to get him out. And what I'm saying to you is this, Doug. Bill's going to say, I know what questions Bill's going to put to me straight away. Well, has he written threatening letters to Doug, or has he threatened him, or no, hold on. The only thing you...
Is that your definition of harassment?
Harassment is a technical term, isn't it, in law, which you reckon that you'd be able to get one.
You don't think that someone playing loud music till late at night, every night, knowing damn well that the volume, the music comes straight up and acts like a fucking bass box.
It's a pain in the arse.
It's not a pain in the arse when you've been repeatedly asked not to. Now we've read the way that you suggested to go through it, okay, for the landlord, the music, yeah.
Loud music is
right. Once was for me to complain personally to him. Yeah? That was the first step of the correct procedure of how to deal with this, yeah?
Okay, that's fine.
So I've done that.
Okay. But
I've done that, yeah?
It's not, you can't classify it as harassment. Harassment is something that's directed at one person.
It is directed at one person, me.
With proof. Hang on. Directed at one person with proof. Okay, that it's directed at you only. Now, it might well be, though, he's doing that. He's a vindictive, spiteful character.
Well, you know he is.
Yes, I know he is, but you've got to fucking prove it. And I've got to. We'd have to create enough evidence for the landlord.
Right, then get your pen and pencil out and fucking start gathering.
But what is there to gather? He's not affecting. He's not. Don't you understand? He's not harassed, as you put it, anybody else in the house. Has he?
You just don't get it, do you? You really don't get it. You don't, John. Come on. You don't. Because if you did, you certainly wouldn't be saying what you're saying now.
Well, go on then.
Because he hasn't harassed anyone else, it doesn't exist. I've got to prove the fact that he's playing loud music.
Okay.
What are you saying then, John?
Hold on. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. He plays loud music, but to use the term harassment in the broad sense, covering the whole house, which should mean he gets chucked out. It's a fucking weak,
coupled with.
It's a weak case. However,
right, coupled with a fucking act of criminal damage.
That's not that's.
See, there you go again, differentiating a little technicality.
Well, it is.
Yeah, a little technicality.
Well, you've admitted that there are two things that are entirely separate and unrelated. In law, they're unrelated. I know they're related.
That's a technicality, John.
I know they're related as far as you're concerned. But
John, whatever.
Well, listen. I'm just trying to make you fucking see sense, Doug.
Okay, then I'm wasting my time going to the police tomorrow.
Well, you don't know.
I am, obviously, clearly, according to you.
No, I didn't say that at all. Didn't say that at all.
I've got no case, John. You've said it so many times tonight that I've got no case. There's no proof.
Doug.
There's no evidence.
You don't need. Listen, you can't use dramatic terms like harassment when you're going down to the police to tell them what's wrong.
What word would you use?
Well, if you shut up a minute, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Right?
Just asking.
You can go to the police and you can say that you had a bust up with him 3 months ago.
Well, yeah, that's what I would have said.
Okay, and that you know for a fact that he plays loud music to annoy you.
Yeah.
Now, what else has he done? Has he written you threatening letters?
Doesn't need to write me a threatening letter.
Well,
harassment is not solely based on a physical fucking act.
I suggest you brush up on the English language and you'll know that the term harassment is a legal term, right?
Okay, John. All right, but then we'll find another legal term for it.
Now,
whatever this is.
Now, where we have got him, where we can get him, if you'll listen, is that he's been told not to play loud fucking music.
And then he goes in and does it.
Well, okay. And if he does it again...
So we have to have 3 complaints of loud music.
If he does it again, then he gets a warning letter.
Alright, okay.
Alright? Gets a warning letter, and that could lead to him being kicked out of the house. Yeah?
Right.
So, there you go. That's what you. The only thing that you can prove against him, Doug, is his loud music.
Okay. So I know exactly where I was standing.
Right.
100%. So I know.
Yeah. The matter of the criminal damage is an entirely separate matter. Entirely separate, except that it's linked in the sense that you've had a bust up with him, and you know very well he's trying to get at you. But that is something the landlord can't obviously have any jurisdiction over. You know that. It's common sense, isn't it? Right? But where we can get him is breaching his tenancy agreement, loud noise, loud music.
So we have to have at least one more complaint. One more example of him doing that before we can do anything.
No!
So when can we start some kind of action?
When I can get hold of him and speak to him.
Okay. That's all you need to say.
When I can speak to him, though.
Because you've already had one conversation with him.
That was
unofficial.
That was entirely unofficial.
Unofficial, I know, okay. So now I've done my bit, I've written my note.
I told you at the time.
Yep, now I've done my bit, I've written my note, I've confronted him, which happened on Friday. Okay, so I actually had to personally go down and knock on his door to say, please can you turn the music down?
That's
to a barrage of abuse.
Well, actually it wasn't,
I'm a waste of space, I'm lazy, I'm a cunt, I'm a scumbag, I'm a lowlife.
Have you got that on?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
No. See,
I wish I fucking had. I wish I'd got everything.
Of course you wish you had. What you've got on tape, Doug, might lead the police to suspect that he is a fucking nutter, and that he did carry out that criminal damage. You know, it was a good job you did record that. At least it's something.
So at the time that it happened, I was too furious to even think about recording it. And then I thought I will record the second time. Once it happened, I record it for my protection.
Well, good for you. It's pity you didn't record more of it.
Yeah,
and it is a great pity.
I didn't take pictures of it.
It's a great pity you didn't take pictures of the damage in your car. I'm surprised you didn't, actually.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised, but in my defence, I was fuming.
Yeah,
I was too livid to fucking do it, to even think about that. My fault. My fault entirely. Doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Well,
so, in my eyes, he is guilty because I know he done it. Because he actually told me he was going to do it. He actually told me, he shouted up through the fucking window that he was going to do it.
Yeah, I know that. You know that.
So,
but we've got
irrelevant from the police, right? Disregarding what the outcome of the police, right? We're just going to go ahead, and I will tell them exactly what I want to tell them, what I need to tell them, and whatever action they can take would be great. If nothing comes of that, I will deal with it my way.
But that's stupid. You want to get there here straight away.
No, it might not happen fucking the day after. It might take 5 years, but I will deal with it my way, John, and he will fucking pay for it.
Well, that won't get you anywhere, though.
And I'm going to go down, as soon as he comes in, I'm going to go down, and I will record it, and I'm going to fucking let him know the situation. I will be going to the police tomorrow.
Can you record it when you're face to face?
Yeah.
Without knowing? How would you do that?
Quite easily.
How?
Just literally turn it on record.
What?
Simple as pushing a button. Simple as anyone. Use anything to record it.
Could you record it without him realising that you're recording it?
Yeah.
How would you do that?
It doesn't make a fucking noise or anything when it's recording.
No, but you're holding it in your hand, aren't you?
I always hold my phone in my hand. Everyone's got their phone in their hand.
Okay, right, okay.
There's no odd thing about that.
It
doesn't have to be going like, I don't have to be going like that.
Right.
I can just hold it in my hand like that.
Right, okay. Alright. Okay.
It's quite simple, it's not.
Well, look.
And that's what's going to happen. I will make sure from now on that I've got everything recorded for my protection.
Well, exactly. If you talk to him anymore...
Because every time I've gone down the stairs today, when I went to my car, I went down, I had my phone on record, so I thought, okay, now I'm recording everything. I'm documenting everything. If I see him, at least I've got my camera going.
Though, if you're going to do it on the other side of the door, the recording that you've got it's not too clear, is it?
Oh, it's clear enough. It's clear enough. Trust me.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God, yeah. It's very clear. You put the headphones in, it's even clearer. You can distinctly hear Adam fucking laughing and exactly what he's saying. I sent the recording to a friend of mine last night, and she can understand every fucking word that he said.
Oh, okay, fine.
It's quite legible.
Fine.
But say from now on, I'm going to be recording everything for my protection, and to gather evidence of whatever kind. Consider it paranoid, but this is what he's driven me to.
But you shouldn't let him
go. I can't not, John. He's just slashed all my tyres.
No, that's a different matter. That is.
It's not a different matter. It's all linked, John. He slashed my tyres. It's all part of the fucking whatever it is that he's got against me.
It's the cause.
And it comes to a point.
Yeah, it's the cause.
It comes to a point, and anyone's got a breaking point.
Yeah, okay.
John, when it comes down to money, which I haven't got, of course I'm going to reach my breaking point. I mean, that's a given. I've done 3 months of not letting it get to me. Up until last Monday with him and Jordan downstairs, music banging all night again. Left a note, done the right thing. Then I've reached my breaking point on the Friday, the Thursday. Because he's done exactly the same thing. I knew it. You were sitting in the room when the fucking walls shook when he came in. So you heard that, then you heard the music. From here, you can feel it, John.
Oh, I know.
You're a witness of that.
I know that. I know the acoustics of this house. I know that he does.
So, and it all builds up to a breaking point, which I reached on fucking Thursday. I wasn't going to let him fucking take the piss anymore. And then, you know, his reaction to that was to go and fucking cause damage to my car.
When you're trying to push this sort of case against him about playing his loud music, somebody might fucking say, but Doug, you both used to play fucking loud music.
Together.
Yeah,
and it didn't affect anyone.
And
it never used to affect anyone. Unless it was so loud it affected the barbers.
It did affect somebody,
but
didn't it?
sometimes. But the times that we played music up here, we're both up here. It's not affecting anybody else. When he's down there playing loud music, it directly affects me. He knows this because he's called me Mrs. Barber before. Because I sent him a text one day, I think I was ill, can you please turn the bass down? All right, Mrs. Barber. That's the reply I got. So he knows, and I've told him before. I said, look, Ed, I'm not a fucking miserable bastard.
You should have recorded that.
I'm not going to record everything. This is when we were speaking.
It's a joke, Doug. It's a joke.
But this is when we were speaking.
It's a joke. It's
okay?
a flippant remark. Oh, okay.
But so he knows. This is what I don't get with you, John. I don't understand why you don't think I shouldn't be upset about this.
I'm not saying you shouldn't be upset about it.
Someone damaged your personal property for whatever reason. What would your natural reaction be?
We're not talking about the bloody car now. I thought we'd finished talking about the car. I told you what I would do about that. I would call the police immediately. You didn't do that.
I did call the police immediately,
No,
but yes, I did. Yes, I did. I called them that night.
That's not immediately, because you were chit-chatting.
11:48.
You were sending
11:48. I called them, John. It's not an emergency.
You sent me a text saying, "Oh, the police can't do anything about it." In other words, I'm not going to call the police.
No,
the police can't do anything about it. And then,
do you want to see the fucking call? Do you want to see it? 11 foot. The crime reference number incorporates the fucking date.
Yes, I know, but at first you weren't going to call the police.
No, but then I decided to call the police.
There you go.
What do you mean, there you go then?
Well, you don't seem certain about anything, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, you are such hard work.
No, you're bloody hard work, mate. I tell you, you're hard work sometimes. Huh?
Good. Now can you leave, please? Because I want to be by myself.
Oh, right, here we go. Don't be childish.
I'm not being childish.
Yes,
I'd like to spend the evening not arguing with you, John.
Well, you shouldn't be arguing with me. You should
Well,
just
because you're being fucking argumentative. You're not being supportive.
I'm not being supportive.
No.
I've given more support to you than anybody.
Oh, here we go again. I'm talking about right now, John.
I've given more
I'm
support
talking about
to
right
you
now.
in this house than anybody.
I'm talking about right now, right here, right now, about this situation.
Of course, listen.
If you consider yourself my friend, okay?
I can't listen, Doug. I've got to take a neutral.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't want this neutral fucking attitude.
But I've got to.
See,
To a
sitting
certain
on the
extent,
fence.
I've got a job to do here, Doug. Because of my position.
But you're not
here,
doing your job. This is what I'm saying. You're not doing your job.
Don't ever tell me I'm not doing my job.
But you're not, John. You're not doing your job.
In what
When
respect?
a Thursday night should have been reason enough for you to come out of your room, you can see that there's some kind of, you can hear there's some kind of altercation. I've knocked at your door saying, "Here, slash my tyres. Can you please get down here?" You stood outside your door for a couple of minutes, heard voices, and then went in. You should have been down there fucking listening with me. Evidence, John. You should have been fucking there. Because there was something could have happened that night. And you as manager of this house should have been there to either prevent that or document it in some kind of way.
It's not my job to get that involved with people's personal fucking arguments, Dougie.
But it involves the house. There's shouting outside the fucking in the communal area. Surely that's enough reason for you to step outside your door and for a little bit longer.
So what would that have achieved if I shouted down the stairs, "Hey, you two, shut up and go to bed"? What would that have achieved?
We wouldn't have listened to it.
Would that have solved?
Wouldn't have
anything?
listened to it. But you knew the reason that I was shouting at his door.
Well, I know the reason. I already know the reason.
Then surely that should have been enough for you to do something about it and step in and go, Adam, this is fucking unacceptable behaviour. You do not fucking damage people's properties, whether it's on this premises or outside this premises.
No.
You should not do that.
No.
Well, you don't think
I don't agree with that.
okay. All
Don't. I've told you 10 fucking times. We cannot be responsible here, the landlord or me or anybody else, for what happens outside on a public highway. Between, as I say, it could have happened in Birmingham. Are we responsible for it then? Are we?
No.
No, of course not. So why is it different?
Because we were both in this property that night.
Well,
we both dwell in this property.
all right.
We were both in here that night. The act of aggression stemmed from this house.
Okay. Are we agreed that we're dealing with two separate matters here?
Okay, John. Whatever.
Criminal
Whatever you
criminal
say.
damage
Yeah.
to the police.
Okay. Whatever you
Fine.
say. Yeah.
Okay. The other side of it.
Yeah.
He plays loud music.
Yeah.
That is
You said this before. You do like to repeat yourself.
I repeat myself as much as I like when I make a point.
Okay, you go ahead. Repeat it.
Right.
I've heard it.
That's where he has come unstuck as far as the landlord would be concerned. Making a fucking disturbance by playing fucking loud, annoying music.
Okay, but like I told you last night, if nothing happens about this, you're going to lose at least 2 tenants. So he's going to have the inconvenience of having to vet 2 new tenants to come in here. So, that'll be down to you. You're the one who interviews them.
He is guilty of breaching his tenancy agreement, right? Antisocial behaviour. He has not been officially spoken to about it yet.
Okay.
When I get hold of him, I will speak to him from an official point of view that if he doesn't fucking stop immediately, then something drastic is going to happen.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay.
As for the other matter, criminal damage,
That's nothing to do with you.
And good luck with
Thank
the
you.
police.
Cheers.
Good luck with the police.
Okay, thanks.
It's just a pity you haven't got more evidence.
It is a pity. It is a shame. But at the time, like I said, I was too angry.
Yeah. It would have helped greatly, wouldn't it?
It would have.
So. When I see him, I'm going to speak to him.
I appreciate that.
About from an official point of view.
I appreciate that.
I should say that unless you now give me a guarantee here and now that you're going to stop playing this fucking loud music and stop being a cunt.
And leave people's private property